Well, hello, I'm Nathan Judah. I'm here with Telford reporter Matt Viney. Matt, it's been a season to forget for the club. However, I think there's some good news for one of the players today.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Freddy Hall's been called up to the Bermuda national team for a World Cup qualifier, 2018 World Cup qualifier away at the Bahamas.
Well, pretty good for him. Great news for the club as well.
It's not a bad gig, I think it's fair to say. Yeah, he's played 6 times for Bermuda before, but obviously wasn't at Telford. My understanding is that if he was to play, and there's a decent chance, because there's only 2 goalkeepers in the squad, that he would be the first permanently signed Telford player to play in a senior international. So it's quite a big deal for the club, and it's certainly great news for him.
So if he does go away on international duty, does that mean that he's going to miss some Telford games, or can they be rearranged?
Yeah, I mean, it certainly looks, at the moment, it certainly looks like he'll miss the game against Braintree on the 24th, given that the game's on the 25th, and also I understand that the Dover game on the 28th, he'd also miss that.
Is that okay with the manager, especially with the fighting against relegation? Surely that's not ideal timing.
I haven't spoken to Steve Kittrick about it at the moment, but I mean they do have cover. Andy Price, the goalkeeping coach, can play and was on the bench on Saturday, so he could provide cover. They've also got James Montgomery, who signed on non-contract terms. Callum Preston's just gone back to Birmingham, but they do have options. Whether Steve Kittrick wants to go back in the transfer market, I don't know at this stage, but certainly they would have other options. He is their first choice, so it wouldn't be ideal, but I don't think it would be a massive problem.
You say go back into the transfer market. I understand there might be an addition to the matchday squad on Saturday.
Yeah, Steve Kittrick said after the 1-0 defeat to Macclesfield that he wanted to bring in another striker. As we understand it, they were trying to agree personal terms yesterday, and the hope is that they'll get this one over the line, and it'll be announced today in time for Saturday.
And how are preparations going for the weekend?
Not bad. I don't think they've got any fresh injury concerns. Neil Burns still suspended. He missed the game against Macclesfield. He's serving the last game of a 2-match ban. Sam Smith still got a hamstring injury, which will rule him out. But aside from that, as I understand it, they've got an unchanged squad to choose from.
Is there still a faint chance of survival, or is it all about preparing for next season now?
I mean, it's very difficult to see how they'd stay up at the moment. They would have to win virtually all of their games to do it. I think most people sort of recognise that. Certainly the players and the manager haven't thrown in the towel, and if they could string together 2, 3, 4 wins on the spin, then you never know. But I think I don't think the manager is necessarily, the club are necessarily preparing for next season yet. I think with 11 games to go, the manager really is that there's still games to play, there's still enough points to win to get them out of it, but they're just taking it one game at a time. If they can win on Saturday, then they'll move on to Tuesday against Gateshead, and then if they can win that, then they'll see where that takes them.
And you can follow Matt today, find out who that striker is, and of course on Saturday exclusively at shropshirestar.com.